Hello guys, so this is now the level 6 drop pad tier list. We already did the level 1 version. If you can check out my videos on how good level 1 pets are. Now this one will be based off level 6. You might not agree with some of my choices and that's fine. But yeah, as I said, this is just my thinking and my idea on how good what is. Again, I will not just base this off the effects you get. I also put into the calculation which farm strats are out there, how efficient is it, how much money do you make, yeah, and stuff like that. So keep that. First off, we have Mr. Kong. So, what do you get when you upgrade Kong? You have a 13% chance to triple the fluorescent memories instead of 10 at level 1, which is not bad. At level 3 and 5, you get each 10% chance to multiply by 2. So, what that means is when you drop your fluorescent memory, at level 3 you get 10% chance to double, and at level 5 you get another 10, so at level 6 this is now 20% chance. So having Kong level 6 is pretty big. You can use them in maps, just normal maps, always, and you get a lot of fluorescent memories. You can drop mirror cards, you can drop immolating flames, you can just copy almost anything that drops, and it gets really strong that way. Besides of that, there are some boss farm strats and POB, Proof of the Brave 4 and 5, which require you to have a higher level Kong. The higher level your Kong is, the more profit you make from these events, because they drop fluorescent memories which sell for a good amount, and with Kong duplicating or tripling them, you just make a lot more FE. So yeah, Kong level 6 is definitely on my S tier. Next up, we have the famous Dorothy and Alice. Yeah, Dorothy and Alice. Guys, as you already know, I mean, many of you know probably, like, Dorothy plus Alice is the best pet combination in the game right now, still, in my opinion. They are just too good. You make so much FE because of the compasses you drop. Now that they nerfed, I mean, not nerfed, they buffed basically the drop rate from the compass needed to run Alice. So the clockwork compass got buffed. They drop more frequently now, which reduced the price a lot. It was 130 FE, and then I think last I checked it was 60 or 70 FE to use this compass for this farm. But at the same time, that reduced the price of every other compass at the same time. So maybe it evened out. I didn't do the math, but yeah. It's still really good, really good. This is one of the best pets in combination. As I showed in my tier 1 list, level 1 Dorothy plus level 1 Alice doesn't cut it, because you have high costs going into the map and making profit becomes difficult. But level 1 Dorothy against level 6 Dorothy, look at the difference. You have a 3% chance for when you drop a compass that you get 5 to 10 additional compasses. That chance increases from 3% to 5. That's a 66% increasement on top of that. And by the way, if you proc this, you also have a 34% chance to drop 1 additional supply. That is huge. That's really huge. So if you combine that with Alice, so Alice, when you settle a clockwork, there's a 33% chance to settle the rewards 1 additional time. This chance went up from 25 to 33. That's also a big gain. And on top of that, you have 2 refresh attempts at the beginning of the clockwork, which makes this even stronger, because you want to have good choices at the beginning, because some of the clockwork choices give you a lot more FE than the others. So having 2 refresh attempts make this really good. And on top of that, you get another cogwheel. There's a 16% chance to get 1 additional cogwheel voucher, which is also really good. So yeah, combining these 2 together is just insane. They are definitely S tier together. So next up we have the season pet, which is the Outlaw pet, Professor Source. Guys, this pet is broken. I'm telling you, the difference between 1 and 6 is so big, just as the other ones, but on some you feel the difference even more. So you have an 80% chance to double the rewards from Kajek or the Vault. At the same time, you can also double the rewards from the bounties. Okay, don't forget that. It's not written here, but you can also double the bounties. That turns into a 28% chance to triple. Instead of 18 to double, you get 28% chance to triple everything from Kajik and the Vault. So sometimes you have a Vault with 250 FE. That's nice. But if you triple that, that's 750 FE. And you have a 28% chance to do that. At the same time, you get 2 bounty order refreshes. This is also really big because you can just reroll and try to fish for an astronomical bounty, in the end increasing your rewards even more. And you can even triple these bounties. So that again scales with each other. That's like just insane. Yeah, so that's the difference. You get 28% chance to triple, you get 2 refreshes. That's it, but I think that's already enough to make this really strong. I would even put it higher than Kong for this season on how good she is. Next up we have the Q-Pet. The Q-Pet, the upgraded rewards, as you can see, are non-existent. So let's go into the game and look here. Cube. So normally you have a 22% chance to double, right, the items in the cube. If you get it to level 3, you have a 50% chance to triple. At level 5, whenever you double, you have a 100% chance to triple instead. You don't get both. You just think of this 22% chance to triple at level 5, and at level 6 you get another 6 or a 7% chance on top of this, which makes this 29% chance to triple. That's pretty good. This also enables you to use the legendary compass really well and profit a lot from it. But even though it's good, I don't think it is on par with the other 6s currently in the list. So I will put it for A tier right now. Maybe we can change our decision later, but I think this is fine. So next up we have the Sandlord pet. Since Sandlord is not as rewarding this time as last league, it's definitely going to be at a lower tier because the mechanic itself is not good, okay? If the mechanic itself is not good, even a level 6 pet will not make it that much better. That's just how the game works. And yeah, I mean, the effects themselves are actually not that bad, except this one is really bad. Like, this is basically a dead stat. So you get 2 levels for nothing. 10% chance to bring back 1 laborer is useless. It doesn't do anything. Even if this was 100% chance, it would still be not that good, but would be at least okay. And with the current states, nah, it's just not good. That's that. Normally you have a 15% chance for the rewards to be replicated. Instead it gets to 24, which is not bad. But as I said, this is not good this season, man. I'm so sad. Yeah. There's a 16% chance for 100% additional drop quantity, and there is another 16% chance that when you send any trades out, that you get the rewards immediately and you also gain the rewards. So you basically can send it again. Sometimes it can proc back to back, so you can have like a big chunk of burst FE, but yeah, only 16% chance. The pet itself is actually not that bad, but as I said, right now I think it belongs into B tier this season. Next we have the orphan pet, which is Mistville. Level 1, when you go into the clockwork, there's a 10% chance to skip the battle and gain 3 chests. That's okay. And at level 6, you get 3 refreshes at the trader, which is really good. On top of that, your chance to enter the clock tower, to skip it, increases from 10 to 13, which is not that big. But when you gain 3 chests, opening these chests have a 10% chance to give you 1 additional chest. That's really good. I again don't think I didn't do Mistville at all, so please take it with a grain of salt. I am not the Mistville expert, but I think it's probably around low B tier, A tier. It's not the best, but it's also not that bad. I think at level 6, if you do Mistville, you will benefit a lot from it. But just comparing to the others again in the meta, it's probably more around A. So next up we have Arcana. As you can see, I'm smiling already because this is one of my favorite pets. I've been doing Arcana since the release of the Arcana season, and those who know me, they know I've been doing this more than 1,200 hours probably, maybe even more. I've been doing Arcana, and this pet is just insane. So level 1 gives you 24% chance to double any chests. At level 6, this increases to 38, and you triple instead of doubling. So that's really huge. On top of that, you get 1 additional note of Arcana, which also can impact your board chest gameplay, where you have to pick up the chests and upgrade them. Having 1 more card can actually be a difference of getting a rainbow chest or not. Even if it's not many times, it still can affect it, definitely. I calculated the differences with a friend, Jeff, and having level 1 versus level 6 Arcana is approximately giving you 70% more chests in total. So if you get 100 chests with level 1, you would get 170 chests with level 3. That's of how much difference there is. At the same time, having level 6 enables you to use the golden compass, which increases your chance of dropping undetermined fates, kismets, dual kismets, and normal fates. That strategy is not that good at level 1 because you get so much less chests, and the compass price is really expensive. You really see big returns once it's level 6. Even at level 5, it's fine. You can of course use the golden compass, but anything up below level 5 is going to be difficult. And since this also enables the golden compass at level 6, Jestress is really good and definitely S tier. I will put it here. Next up, we have Dark Surge. So this Dark Surge pet is also one of the best pets in the game at level 6 even. Really, really strong. Might be even better than Dorothy and Alice. I'm not sure, I didn't do the math. I don't have all 3 of them level 6, so I cannot test really myself. This is just an assumption, but I'm assuming this might be even better than Doro and Alice combination. So normally you have a 45% chance to gain 2 additional reward types. So if you don't know what Dark Surge does, so every time you initiate a Dark Surge, you have a chance to get 1 type of rewards enemies. On the top right, you can see it on the screen. And when you do this, you have a chance to unlock 2 additional reward types, and every time you click on Dark Search, for every reward type you have, you spawn more monsters depending on how many types you have. So having a 45% chance at the beginning to have 2 additional types increases your monster density immensely. At level 6, this chance goes to 60. That's a really big difference. And on top of that, you get a 60% chance to gain even 1 additional type. So in the end, you have a chance to gain 3 additional reward types at the beginning of the Dark Search. So that's really broken, and I think this still takes the #1 spot. Next up, we have Shepard for Dream or Nightmare. So the problem with Shepard is I would take anything here. I would prioritize anything here on this list than Shepard, okay? Just because of the sole reason that Shepard is really good early seasons, but the problem is later into the game. When you're in deep space, you don't see much difference from deep space. And there is no real juice farm strat for the Nightmare. There is no expensive compass, there is nothing you can do to get more use out of the levels from this pet. So it's always stable, it's always some okay profit, but it's only okay. There are no really big drops. The best thing you can get is maybe a couple hundred FE from one dream run. I'm not talking about the insane prepared nightmare run where you have to get 4 times rainbow cards at this insane setup. I'm not talking about that one. That's just something else. No one does that almost. But just speaking normally about the Shepard, the chance to duplicate a bubble increases from 10 to 13, which is okay. I mean, nothing big. Yeah, this one is really good. So when you go into the Nightmare, normally you don't have any more selections, but by having this, you have 1 additional selection. And that 1 additional selection can make a big difference of getting a rainbow bubble or not. So this one is really strong. But you don't need level 6 for this. Level 5 is even fine. And to reroll, the omens are also affecting how many red or rainbow bubbles you get. But again, I don't feel this pet being too good, to be honest. I mean, having a level 1 Shepard versus level 6, I don't know. I have level 6 Shepard and I also use them at level 1. It's just not the same impact as having a level 1 cube versus 6 or level 1 Jestress versus level 6. You can feel the difference immediately by a margin, like if you compare it to those. So yeah, I think just Shepard at level 6 is not that good. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Shepard is still fine. It's still okay, but that's the issue. That's why it's B. It's okay. It's not bad. But compared to these, no chance on how much value, how much FE more you make at level 6. That's just the reason. I mean, you can, if you like to do Dream, you can just still fit it into almost every combination here. You can add Dream on top of it. So this is just a side mechanic, if you ask me, which you can add on top of the others. So next up we have the Monument Knights. Guys, I'm gonna be real honest again. I have no idea what this pass does. Okay, let's read it. 16% chance to increase the number of reward spots in the Aeterna map by 1 up to 15. So this chance increases from 16 to 21. Sure. There is a 16% chance for the rewards to be doubled. That's really nice, sure. But again, I have no idea how much FE is there even to make and what do you get if you double it. I don't have the data, so sadly I cannot really rate it genuinely, but I don't know, just put it here. So next up we have the canvas pad. So instead of 1 to 4 cells, you gain 2 to 5 cells and double the rewards, which is really good. There's a 100% chance that 2 additional Splendor eggs will appear. That's also really good. And then you have 2 refresh, again, just like the other mechanics. Can change out the outcome sometimes by quite a bit. Again, I also don't know much about canvas myself, but from what I've heard, the pet is quite good at level 6. So I will put it probably around here. Okay, so last we have the Blacksail pet. As you can remember, on the level 1 tier list, it was on the S tier. At level 6, it is the worst pet in the game, in my opinion, on how much benefits you get. So, I mean, it's still not that bad, but the problem is, let me just show you. This is the only good thing that changed. So instead of 20% chance to double the rewards, you get a 27% chance. But there's nothing else. You get just some basic 3 drop quant twice and 4 additional drop quant twice. So you have to spend 4 levels of like really small amounts of gains just to get this. So I would say I would never go for the Blacksail 6. It's not worth it. I mean, having the chance increased by 7% is cool, but it's definitely not worth it. This is one of the worst level 6 pets, but this also makes the pet really good at level 1. That's the reason. So I would just go for level 1 and you're good to go. I mean, you have so many other pets you could invest into than going for this pet. So yeah, I will put this because of that at C tier. This is just so bad. And yeah, this is my personal level 6 drop pet tier list. Please leave a comment below and tell me what you would do different. I'm curious about your opinions. So yeah. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.